Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We have the new big EZA on global. We have two. First one we're doing a video on is the EZA SSJ3 Goku, and of course we have the transforming Gotenks drop the same day. Both EZA'd, both are ready to go, and we're back to normal. SSJ3 Goku is indeed rainbowed. He is level 10 links. He's actually been rainbowed for years, so I mean his kit's probably a bit ski with 20 crit, but we can kind of balance it out with some skill orbs. Level 10 links, 200% lead. He actually has a lot of good 200% leads. Like if I quickly bring them up, you got SSJ full power Goku, who he's on now. There's Kai Goku. There's the gods. I know they've slipped down the pecking order, but still very strong category. The new Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist Goku. There's Gamma 1, and there's more, but those are like the best ones. So he has a ton of places he can go. He's starting with a 205k attack stat, 208k defense. We don't currently have the best rotation for him, I'm not gonna lie. But we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. But you can let me know your thoughts of him down in the comments. We're only getting a 12 key super attack, which obviously is not the best. But I don't mind it too much, because on 12 key he does raise attack by 50%, and that is stacking, by the way. And he raises defense by 30% for one turn, causes cross damage to the enemy, and has a 50% chance of stunning. 18 key, he's going to massively raise attack, so he stacks attack by 100% on 18 key. 4.4.5 considering he has like 1 or 2 links active that are key links. Not too bad. And he's stacked, so he's only going to get stronger. So he stacks by 100% on 18 key super and raises defense again by 30%. Causes mega cross damage to the enemy and massively lowers defense as well. That's by 80%. At the start of turn, he does start with attack plus 59% and defense plus 200%. He then gains an additional attack and defense plus 120 on super. He has damage reduction by 50% within the turn before the character performs an ultra super attack. So just then, because I didn't get an 18 key super, I could have actually kept his damage reduction. So if you manage to not get SSJ3 Goku's 18 key super attack, which you do want to get it, you know, maximize your damage, stack by 100%, then there's a possibility of additionals and you can stack even more. But if you don't hit an 18 key super, you actually do keep his 50% damage reduction. But then of course, on the other hand, if you do get his 18 key super, which you're always going to be aiming for, he will lose it before or after he performs the 18 key super attack. He disables the attacked enemy's action once within a turn once only, and gains an additional 200% attack when performing an ultra super attack, which I really do like that part of his passive. He also gets key plus 2 up to 6 and an additional attack plus 20% up to 59% with each super attack performed. So for the key, that's literally 3 super attacks, and also 3 super attacks for the 20% attack as well, even though it's 59%. You just, you know, don't get 60 all in all. So I'm actually going to leave him in slot 1. Also, we did get the new update, so it's literally telling us that Goku has damage reduction with the icon on the end. I kind of wish that meant guard. Like I've been calling for that for years, like absolute years. Let us know if a unit is guarding. Of course, for units that have guaranteed guard, I'm really not bothered. For units that have a chance to guard, we jumped up by a lot. I mean, it is 50% on 12 key. Still. But I've been wanting that feature implemented for years. If a unit has a chance to guard, whether it's 50, 70, 30% chance to guard, just if it's a chance to guard, implement a feature that lets me know, hey, this turn, this unit is guarding. But they implemented it for damage reduction, and I'm kind of like, you know when a unit has damage reduction, or if a unit has damage reduction, it's guaranteed. Whereas a chance to guard, there's a chance to guard. There is a chance this unit might not be guarding. I would have preferred that. Let me know if a unit is or is not guarding if there is a chance to guard. And then of course, if a unit's guarding all the time, just the same way this works, then the icon's there all the time. Do you know what I mean? I would have much preferred that. At least I don't think it covers both. I think it's purely for damage reduction, at least from what I've seen on Twitter when JP got it like a week or 2 ago. But it's nice that Global's got it already. You can tell the Global and JP sync is in full sync, or in full swing, shall I say, to be up and ready to go by worldwide, which I'm really looking forward to. And then to finish off Goku's kit, he performs a guaranteed crit once and gains an additional ki +7 and attack +59% within the same turn when HP is 59% or less and facing only one enemy at the start of turn, starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry turn. Now, on global against Merge Zamasu or Fusion Zamasu, that's more or less nearing the end, so you may or may not see that too much, especially if, you know, you're struggling to get your HP down to 59% or below. The guaranteed crit is nice considering how much damage this Goku can do. But also, it's very easy to trigger. I mean, the HP is kind of conditional. However, facing one enemy, easy. Facing one enemy is easy because in every piece of difficult content in the game, whether you're on global right now, JP, every piece of difficult content is against one enemy and one enemy only. From Red Zone Fusion Zamasu to Shadow Dragon Omega to any of the 9th anniversary content enemies. Even the Goku and Vegeta portion when they're in blue, they're classed as one enemy. So it's like a dual unit. So to trigger that, very easy to do because every piece of difficult content, or at least difficult content that matters, is against one enemy. So very nice kit. As I said, one thing Goku has definitely got going for him is he's very strong. One thing I'm noticing right now is Ki. Now I know we literally recently got the type supports. Tien can literally slot on this team and help him big time. The only thing is, and I did mention this in Tien's video, is he doesn't have too many teams to go on that are in a good spot right now, at least on global. And the other thing is, which really doesn't help him, but this isn't his fault, is I'm missing a lot of the big units or potential leads where he can fit on these teams. So I can even bring the type support Tien with me, which actually would have been helping us quite a lot right now. But it's because we're missing key links like over in a flash. That's ki +3. The 10% is ki +3 and attack +7%, but that's ki +3. That's huge. Literally 2 ki spheres or so, and Goku's got an 18 ki super attack. I have an 18 ki super attack once with Goku right now. But that's kind of one thing that's always going to be with a lot of Super Saiyan 3 units, is they're better off linking with other Super Saiyan 3 units. The only thing is, the only other current Super Saiyan 3 unit he doesn't link with, I'm pretty sure. And one major problem with that, even if he does, which I'm certain he doesn't. Actually, let me check. Let me check just to be sure. Yeah, no, they're both called Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Is I don't have him. I don't have him. So there's also that. But we finally got our ki built up to where Goku's going to get an 18 ki super attack. We're up to 1.3 mil, by the way. He stacks quick. Bearing in mind, 100% on 18 ki super, and we haven't hit an ultra super attack once. And we've already stacked up to over 1.3 mil. Over 2 milli with orbs, though. Fair enough. This is how strong he is. This is one thing he's always been good at. Oh, Jesus! Wait, is it? I think this might be the turn where we get a guaranteed crit and get the ki +7 and attack +59%. I feel like we had that guaranteed crit turn with the extra 59% attack and 7+ ki. I feel like that's what that was. But that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. What did we reach? Like 30 mil? Not 30 mil, I think we got up to. I'm certain that was 30 mil, which is nuts. I didn't realize our HP got so low. It must have been that. It must have been that. I had to be, but I didn't realize our HP got to 59% or less. I mean, hey, if we're getting that here, you know, it's not even like I've made a team that you know, performs worse. Like, I've put some big units on this team. If we can get our HP to 59% on this team, then getting it against the difficult enemies in the game like Fusion Zamasu, Shadow Dragon Omega, etc., gonna be a hell of a lot easier to do that, especially with AoEs coming at you left, right, and center. But I mean, at least we got to get that. You know, there's some showcases where you kind of have to force it, but I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get your HP down, which to get 59%, as you've seen, not too difficult. When you get that guaranteed crit, 59% extra attack at Rainbow level 10 links, you're looking at like a 30 mil attack stat, and that's guaranteed crit. Once only. You know, it's no Super Jeets. You know, it's not my boy. But 30 mil of a guaranteed crit. That's a ton of damage. And not to mention he's stacking the entire time as well. Because you imagine if we're getting 18 key supers from the beginning and it was by 100% every time, not 50. Yeah, it had to be that. Funny thing is, the crit is once only, but we're keeping the key +7 and attack +59% right now because our HP is at 59% or less. I like how that whole part of his passive, I like how that's a constant and the crit is only once only, but the remainder of it is a constant. So right now, Goku's up. Goku's constantly buffed. He's constantly going to be doing 30 million attack stats. So if you can somehow maintain your HP... Look at that, man. 26 mil crit. The health bar just disintegrates. So if you can somehow maintain your HP at 59% or less, you know, and actually manage to safely keep it there without dying, you know, maybe use a Whis and keep it there like that, you will keep that 59% attack, that 7 key, that extra 7 key is massive because it means you're consistently hitting 18 keys. We're about to lose it though. It's really unfortunate because we're about to get Dokkan attack. How disappointing. But if you can somehow maintain Goku's HP at 59%, he will consistently be hitting 30 million attack stats at Rainbow level 10 links, which is insane. He'll crit once, but a 30 million attack stat with 1 crit is more than enough. But then to keep doing that and to maintain that level of damage, or those kind of numbers, dumb. And again, don't forget he's stacking, so that's only going to go up. But 30 mil is just dumb. And as I said, mine is Rainbow. Yours might also have dupes. There's a potential he may get an additional, do a 27 million attack stat, you know, just under 30, and also crit because of potential system. Damn. Maybe it's not a problem that he loses his 50% damage reduction if you're doing, you know, an ultra super attack, because if you're doing that much damage, the enemy won't even be alive for you to worry about how much damage Goku will be taking. Do you know what I mean? Damn. 30 mil like that. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I mean, now we've lost it because we've healed, which is a massive shame. But we are going to get an 18 key super attack naturally. I mean, he is just under a mil from purely stacking for the most part as well. So, I mean, he's still going to be doing good damage. No guaranteed crit though, but again, there's a potential he can because he does have 20 crit and dupe system. Got his damage reduction right now. Still doing 20 mil. 10 mil less, sure, but he's still doing 20 million. 13 mil crit. See, once he super attacks, he tanks quite well. With the damage reduction, pre-super, he was taking more damage. Shame you can't have both, or it's a shame he doesn't lose damage reduction but still keep some. Because his defense is only going to get him so far. Naturally, just his defense is only going to get him so far. But for like early phases of like Fusion Zamasu where there's AoEs, which of course are always going to be hitting him before he supers, those are going to help for them. Omega's AoEs that pop up during phase 2. And then maybe you're going to have to use like a Whis to kind of help him against Fusion Zamasu's second phase. Maybe like Omega Shenron's later phases, his final phase. Because then, of course, once he uses his 18 Q super attack, that 50% damage reduction's gone. Even though he does get 120% attack and defense on super, and of course gets the 30% defense on 18 and 12 key super attacks. That's definitely going to help with AoEs. Definitely going to help with AoEs. I said the only thing that kind of hurts him a little bit, or at least for the units I have, is links. And I can't even shove Tien on a team as well because I don't really have the categories to be running Tien with him. So I could counteract it, but I can't. I don't have the setup. But one thing this Goku is and always has been is strong. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Can't wait to try him out against some of the harder enemies. Just watch him melt health bars. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great rest of your day. And peace.